It's been a few years now since the football world lost the one and only Diego Maradona. But, the questions around how he died, well, they have not gone away. And now, a new trial is set to begin. So we're going to break down everything you need to know about this case.
Okay, let's just get right to it because this is really what it all boils down to. This is the big question at the heart of this entire thing. Was Maradona's death a tragic, but maybe unavoidable end for a man who famously struggled with his health? Or was it a crime? So here are the basics. On November 25th, 2020, the football hero dies at just 60 years old. The official cause of death? Heart failure. And this was all happening while he was at home, supposedly recovering from brain surgery. But here's the twist. While the death certificate says heart failure, prosecutors in Argentina are calling it something else entirely: homicide. Whoa, okay. So, homicide. What does that actually mean in this context? Let's unpack what this charge of criminal negligence is really all about. It all comes down to this number right here, 7. We're talking about 7 medical professionals, the doctors, the nurses, the very people in charge of his care during his final days. They're the ones standing trial, and prosecutors are accusing them of basically abandoning their patient. Now, to really get what's going on, you have to understand the specific charge. It's called simple homicide. And this is really important. Under Argentinian law, that does not mean premeditated murder. No, it's a charge that's all about the idea that someone's death was a direct result of gross negligence and a total lack of professional care. So, as you can imagine, this accusation sets the stage for a huge courtroom battle, one that's defined by 2 completely different stories of what really happened. On one side, you've got this just furious, heartbroken cry from his fans, which lines up perfectly with the prosecution's view. This quote really sums it up. It's this feeling that a legend was failed, let down by the very people who were supposed to protect him. And then on the other side, you have the defense's argument, and it's just as direct. They're basically saying that, look, given his very complicated health history, it was sadly just his time to go. They're arguing that nobody is criminally responsible for a death that was, in their view, inevitable. So how did we even get here? Well, just getting this case to a courtroom has been a long and messy journey all on its own. Think about this timeline. Maradona died late in 2020. The first time they tried to bring this case to court, it went on for 3 whole months before it just sensationally collapsed. It was declared a mistrial, sending everyone back to square one. And that long, difficult road has led us to today and the start of a brand new trial. So you're probably asking, why a mistrial? The reason is pretty stunning. The judge in charge of the case was actually dismissed over allegations of bias. Why? Because he participated in a documentary about the case while the trial was still going on. I mean, it was a massive legal setback that just delayed the search for answers even more. Which brings us right back to today. With this new trial finally getting underway, the stakes for every single person involved could not be any higher. And when we say the stakes are high, look at this number: 25 years. That's the potential maximum prison sentence that each of the 7 defendants is facing if they're convicted. That sentence alone tells you how seriously the legal system in Argentina is taking these accusations. The football great might be gone, but his legacy and this passionate fight for accountability in his name, it lives on. So the ultimate question the court has to decide is this: will this new trial finally bring some justice for a legend? Or is the world just going to be left with even more unanswered questions?